Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, August 20th, 2008. My name is Jerry First, and welcome to First on Forex, and Senior Currency Analyst here for Investors Education Network. By attending this watching this video, you recognize that this is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Information provided is not financial or trading advice. Trading involves significant risk of financial loss. Only trade with money you can afford to lose, and please do your due diligence and practice, review, and adjust your trading with a demo account before you put your real money at risk. And so let's go to the charts. Yesterday, I went ahead and posted on my blog, which is hosted on fxstreet.com, that the news today, yesterday, was housing market index, new home sales, and producer price index. I'm sorry, producer price index and housing starts was the main thing coming out. And the producer price index rose to its highest levels in over 30 years. And as far as the housing starts came in with their worst numbers in, I believe, over 17 years. So we're really having a lot of weakness here with the U.S. economy. And on top of that, you're starting to see some of the Fed officials get a little testy. There's some reports out there that Fed chairman, not Fed, it's Federal Reserve Bank President Jeff Lacker is openly debating the smartness of Fannie and Freddie Mae being backed by the U.S. government, and he's going toe-to-toe with Hank Paulson, U.S. Treasury Secretary. So that's a little bit of fundamental news. Coming up today on Wednesday for the day ahead, we have mortgage applications and petroleum status report on the U.S. calendar. Nothing much, really. Coming out for the international calendar, Bank of Japan comes out with their monthly report at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. The UK comes out with a couple of reports at 4:30 and 6 o'clock with industrial trend orders and the MPC meeting minutes. So that should be watched closely there at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. At 8:30, Canada comes out with the retail sales and leading indicators. At just about 8 o'clock, 7:50 p.m., Japan comes out with their trade balance report. And at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Australia comes out with their monthly commentary. Royal Bank of Australia comes out with their monthly commentary and new car sales. Two separate reports there. So that's the news coming up for the day ahead. All right, now to the charts. That's why I went to my blog. First, I want to go ahead and show you what I was looking at yesterday. And yesterday, first I showed a triangle pattern. It was setting up on the Swiss franc. And so let's go ahead and look at the live chart and pull up the Swiss franc. And let's see what actually happened there. If we can get that chart to access, that would be nice. Here is the exact same chart that I posted on the blog yesterday. Here's that triangle pattern, and you can see that price tested and broke below this trend line here, but it held very tightly. If I change that over to candlesticks, you can see that the bodies, were holding that as a resistance line. And it really, if you had a tight stop, you would not have lost too much money, and then you would have gone long. And take a look here as far as measuring a triangle pattern, especially on a 30-minute chart. We should go ahead and do it like this. You go ahead and measure from the top to the bottom of the trend lines, copy it, and look at that. It's magic, practically perfectly hitting the top there. Isn't that amazing? Okay, if you wanted to be aggressive, okay, because watch, if you wanted to really be aggressive, you could say that, well, the triangle really started over here, man, and so you should have got like even more points, and it didn't happen. Well, you know something, you could argue that, but the fact of the matter is that you want to measure a triangle really from point to point of where the triangle starts to form off the support and resistance zones. So really the proper point is from the bottom of the second point where it touches. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just send me an email and I can explain to you if you'd want to get into the private mentoring and coaching I do. And so let's go ahead. So that's the triangle pattern that I went ahead and showed you. You would have been good for some profits of about from 98, about 98.80 to 1032. So you're talking about maybe 50, 60 pips. All right. Then triangle pattern over, and then notice that support holding quite nicely at the current time. Current time is actually Eastern time. It's actually 22:30. For those of you outside the United States, it's already, we're into August 20th. Okay, the other post on the blog was that I was showing, and of course on the video I went into actually even more charts and graphs. I showed you the Euro US dollar on a weekly chart and showing that the price was sitting right on the support line going horizontally, and it was also sitting right on the trend line. And I was saying in the blog, you know, what goes up, you know, must go down and vice versa. And so I had said yesterday the greenbacks made a dramatic run but without much of a retracement. And so sure enough, if we pull up the charts today for the euro, takes a couple of seconds because this is actually loading about 8 other charts in the background here when I change pairs. Alright, so this is a 30-minute chart, but the actual chart I showed in the blog there was a weekly chart. And you can see that we've actually bounced now off of that support line. And so we're looking for a retracement of sorts. So there's our Fibonacci's. We could expect at least a 25% retracement to about 1.5, nice even number there. Again, this is not for trading recommendations, strictly, you know, do your own due diligence. Check it out, see what happens. Alright, so that's just about it for today. I want to go ahead and remind everybody that I do a webinar on FX Street every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Time. And I will be broadcasting the GDP report live also. I believe that's coming up. Is that coming up next week already? August 28th. Yeah. So August 28th, that's going to be Thursday. Register on fxstreet.com or go to my blog and you can get the registration links, or go to investorseducationnetwork.com and you can register for all these free webinars. Let's go back over to the blog. Right underneath my smiling face, you've got Investors Education Network. Click on that link. That gets you to the website. And you can register for the webinars. They're free. And then also do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click on the top banner when it says, what kind of active investor and trader are you? Click on that there link and take this free evaluation. It will show you where your strengths and weaknesses are and what your goals are. Getting your thoughts out of your head onto this page and then print it will help you immensely. So with that, I want to say thank you very much, everybody. Again, my name is Jerry First, founder and director of Investors Education Network, also better known as First on Forex. And this has been an FX Market Update. Have a great day. Next time.